Okay. Um, recommended driver's checklist. Panels, doors, and bumpers installed. 11 out of 12. What am I missing? Repair car 69%. Fill tank 80%. Okay. This is probably the easiest. Let me do this. Repair cars. I'm assuming I'm probably gonna need the repair putty for that. Let's just get that in here. Actually, let's put that up there. So, last we checked off, we finished building the, our, what is it, the antenna? But, I'm sure once we're done this, hopefully we'll find out. Because I know obviously the antenna is going to be used to, like, find something. But repair putty, battery jumper. Right, let me actually. No, so I guess I have to make this. Look at that head. Let's see if there's. Okay, so that's good. It's back over here. So it's telling me that I'm missing one piece to my car. Now I want to assume that it would be this back here. Got a pry bar, impact hammer, mechanic, ceiling kit, crude door, bumper, panel, bumper. Got the tire, headlight. So I don't see anything up here that's like. I'm not seeing nothing that's telling me anything about. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Consumer electrics. What's this? Oh, go back up. Everyone's checked out of town at this point. I'm the last person left. I'll be gone by tomorrow. It's too hard to believe this was once a community. Sure, we don't have that much to show for it. Not much to offer. Visitors, no great sights or famous landmarks, but a few of us lived out here and we're happy with our lot. And then it seems the government had other plans for us. You no longer live here, they said. Here's our compensation payment and I'll get out. Dang. Their weird secret experimentation zone keeps growing. They own this land now, this town, and soon will never be able to come back. They barely gave us enough to cover the cost of moving. Now it's time to work out what to leave behind. Not work, yeah, what's leave behind. Goodness gracious, that's crazy. So they really just handed him probably like, you know, here, go $2,000, maybe like something like that. Go, get some small, but you just need to get out of here. That's crazy. And it's now they probably not even gonna be able to come back. And if it's like this, the radiation and those anomaly robot monster things, whatever those are, the abductors. Yeah, there's no, you're not coming back. Don't worry about the meter. This is free fuel, and in the zone, you really should take all that you can. All that you can. Okay. Memo FAO all staff December 28th, 1975. Further to my correspondence of the 24th, I am writing to advise each and every one of you that the forthcoming disco time will not be going ahead. Moreover, I'm extremely disappointed that I find it necessary to remind all employees that inappropriate and unauthorized use of ARDA equipment is very obviously a violation of organization policy, not to mention profoundly unprofessional. The lighting rigs, arrays, and spotlights and tracks that we have requisitioned are precisely collaborated, specially constructed, magnetically shielded sodium devices that are both very sensitive and extremely expensive. They are specifically designed to work in zone conditions for remote deployment and to withstand radiation and EMP. They are not for modifying with colored filters, rainbow banners, or beat synced variable resistors. Frankly, I am appalled that I have to compose a memo such as this, and when I find those responsible, which I shall, rest assured, there will be severe consequences. This is the Olympic Zone, not Miami Beach. Maybe you should have said or done something a little bit before it happened. Because I feel like sending an email to your staff who are doing something bad, whatever they were doing with all this stuff, you think sending an email is going to stop them from all this experimenting and trying to figure out what's what and what they can do with the things that they were given? I don't know. Probably feels no, Dr. A.F. Kingi, date unknown. As we continue to explore viable energy solutions in an increasingly unstable environment that is the zone, we have begun the first handled plasma containment devices in a zone plagued with radiation instability, electromagnetic interface, and many as yet explained phenomena. And infrastructure created for energy transmission has proven to be all but useless. Hence our investigations into the potential of charged and even magnetized plasma, studying both the conductive and captive qualities of the samples we have contained. Plasma would likely be far more efficient than the diesel and gasoline we've been forced to haul from place to place, and if the latest research from the Limtech team is to be believed, we may soon have a way to make it portable. At present, we await updates from Dr. Essid as she finalizes her report on Workland currents. ARDA, or ARDA, management are keen for us to test this technology in the field as soon as possible, but we don't believe it is yet ready. They are, as ever, simply trying to rush research and save money. This is crazy. This is like so much information to take in at once, but so I mean all these different, I don't know, because we can't really say, because this was when, doesn't give us a time, don't give us a time, it's time unknown. This is December 28th, 1975. We have no idea when these, took place. So I guess we still have yet to see if this was really cared for, Your car is your shield. The car can protect you from radiation anomalies. Okay, awesome. And the many other dangers of the zone, but only as long as it's in good condition. Keeping your doors closed and your car parts in good condition will give you a dependable barrier from the zone. If your car's health meter drops into the red, you'll be at risk. There are many ways to make repairs on the go. Be sure to check your crafting options to see what you can replace, and you may find helpful tools as you rummage around in the zone. So, what is this? This is in the last episode when I took the I forget what it's called, but the that radiation orb that I had to take from that building in order to get back to my workshop by driving directly into the beam of light, as she said. When the I guess when it pushed me up and flipped my car over, I had to like teleport it in order to reset it on the ground properly so I could drive it again. Once you've selected your route, make sure to prepare for the drive. Pack the tools, backup supplies, da 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 da. Okay. Your route through the zone will be stable when you set out, but it won't stay that way for long. Monitor the instruments attached to the map display in the passenger seat. They will help you track instability levels. If those levels are high, a storm is very likely. Okay, so I guess I should probably do that more because there was definitely a storm the last time, and then you could see the radiation. I don't know if I want to say levels or if it was like getting more, or, starting to really impact where I was. The fabrication station is key to survival in the zone. You'll use it to research blueprints for your car parts and construct new improved auto shop installations. This machine requires anchor energy. That's what it was, the anchor energy. That little orb that I collected, that's what it was, and then the landform pushed me up. Those new installations reinvigorate the auto shop by adding everything and expand storage space to faster gas pumps. This will make your life in the zone much safer. The roads and junctions of the zone, when through pockets of stability, you'll be reasonably safe. Your drive as long as you keep away from the edges. So I think I walked into that a few episodes ago. I walked into this, and it definitely did a little bit of damage, so stay away from the Skynet. Whenever you make it through usual conditions or sudden shifts in the zone, your lookbook will be updated with information about what just happened. Study these entries carefully. They can offer essential information that will keep you both safe and better informed. I'm gonna give that a look before I go. Use the map. Yep. Quick slots for equipment. You made it back safely before heading out again. Consider repairing. Yep. Done. While you're driving through the zone, exploration is essential. If you get lost, check your map passenger seat and don't be afraid to go off-road, as you never know what you may find. Gathering resources is key to your survival. Look for vehicles in abandoned buildings. Cars can be great sources of fuel, common materials like scrap metal, and sometimes a decent spare part. And don't forget, much of what you find in the zone can be scanned for more information. Okay. Letter fragment, date unknown. Once again, I miss you and the kids so much. I'm sorry I haven't written sooner, but it's just crazy out here. I have a few moments right now, so I figured it would be good to pen to paper. I hope you don't mind. Whatever. I'm afraid I can't explain exactly what happened, top secret things and all, but we're safe. Trust me on that. We also have 2 hours to wait before rescue comes. Hanging out 50 feet above the ground and right on the ridge. I'll send this as soon as we get back to the barracks. That's one thing we have up here. It's a heck of a view. Letter after, but in the meantime, here's a picture. Hope you don't mind the handwriting. So, were the scientists rescued? Date unknown, letter fragment. Well, this was dropped from the abductor. Hold on, go back to that. What the heck? So I'm getting crazy ideas right now, because right now I'm either thinking the letter was dropped by the abductor, the person who wrote it was killed by the abductor, or the person who wrote it turned into whatever that is. I don't know. The instability storm will not be chasing you here unless summoned. Broadcast transmitter, battery, pressure cartridges, a handful of small pressurized containers that could be used for low velocity propulsion or rudimentary shock absorption. Chemicals or domestic substances that are not only nominally inert. Copy wire, several coils are used for most conductive materials in existence. This is the essential core component in both electronics and heating. Electronics, gas cylinder, fabric. So this is just everything that I collect to make all of my things. Okay. Yep, same thing down here, just utilities. Just crafting stuff, refine. More crafting things and more stuff that I can make. Something else. I don't know. It's wobbling. Of all the components you have on your car, this is certainly the that you don't want to work yourself with. Oh, the mechanics kit, the loose wheel, essential. Sometimes the dumpster knows best. When I got the scrapper. Okay. So all this other stuff is just things that we've already been through. Locker, the route plan, fabrication station, friendly dumpster, which I just talked about. Decals. So that's what those are. I don't know if I want those. And this is just a go through.
Look at you, out in the zone all on your own.
Yes, alright. Well, that's all done through. Let's actually go in here and check one more time. Because it's making it look like. Door, ceiling kit. So I'm a little confused on what I'm missing. I guess it's fine. I guess it's recommended driver checklist, panels and doors installed. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got everything installed. All the panels, all the doors, all the bumpers. And usually, it'll show you if you can do something with it. I can't do nothing with that, so I don't know what to say or to do. What I do need to do is move this car up a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna take a pause here. Alright, we're back. So now, find your way to town. So I guess now we can go. So am I not gonna be able to go back out this way? So matter of fact, why don't we just check the map? Let's go check the map. Okay. So before we look on there, we have to... Did we come on? Yeah,
Ready
alright.
to make this remnant verification a one-and-done thing? I'm sending you to visit Colossal Cappy. If that old anomaly doesn't induce electromagnetic resonance in your car, then we're free from Tobias's fever dreams and we can get you out of here. With that antenna fixed, you can now detect stabilized road junctions in the outer zone. You've got a stable route heading straight to Cappy's front door, but the energy readings are off the roof. I advise you not to take the zone lightly. You better gear up or you may not survive the trip. Which would make my life easier, so your call.
I don't have any scanner. What? Can I make those? No, does it say anything about that? About scanner charges? No. Well, that sucks. Excuse me. Cause it's like, isn't this where I went last time? Cause if I leave, goodness. If I leave, right? Where's the map? I'd go back out this way. Didn't I already? Dead end, do not enter. There's the, yeah, this is the gas station. So the next place I should go to is right here. This says dead end, do not enter. So then what's this place? It's always something. Or whatever. Okay, so now I could choose to go here. Because I feel like these are all showing me one. So this right here, what is this? I already did this. Because there's a gas station right up here. Or no. My home's here. I went this way. I guess it wouldn't hurt to check. No. Okay, so yeah, I already did this. So let's go this one. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I think we're gonna stop here and then start back up next time.